Will you be able to play a PlayStation game on PC and earn trophies on your PSN account? Probably the first high score table in a video game was Space Invaders. If you did well, you could use a joystick to maneuver in your initials, and the idea of a high score worked so well in arcades because it encouraged more gameplay and it encouraged more spending. Since then, high score tables, they've evolved. We now have achievements and trophies which are a meta high score, a universal high score that is permanent and remains with you across games. It is made up of all your individual high scores and tallies them up for you. It literally gamifies your high score.
The Platinum Trophy, the badge of honour that shows you've done everything a game has to offer. Every trophy on the road to Platinum has a story to tell, and these are mine.
What is the benefit of using an achievement system? For people, they become invested in their online profile, which becomes like an online extension of their personality in some ways, if you want to take it to the next level. It is a record of your personal successes and your achievements in a game and what you've played and what you succeeded in. And so this list, this meta list of high scores, is more than just a list. It becomes actually quite personal to the player who becomes attached to it. Not for everybody, of course, not everybody cares that much about achievements and trophies, but for many people. And because the player cares about it, he or she becomes invested in it and wants to maintain it and improve upon it and grow it. And this is so valuable to developers and publishers because it gives them so much information about the player, about how they play, what's working in the game, what targets have been met, what targets haven't been met. But also for the players who do try to go for these trophies, then it means that they spend more time in the game world rather than just rushing through it to complete it. And by spending more time in the game world, it means they form a stronger connection with the game and the franchise, and potentially they're more likely to be a customer of any new games in the franchise that are released. Now, for a video games platform holder like Sony or Xbox, the online profile is like gold dust because it means for their players that they are invested in their profile, that they're going to want to maintain it and keep it and develop it. And for Xbox or Sony, that means customer stickability, platform loyalty, a person who's not going to want to suddenly change platform just because they see a different offer on a different machine a couple of years later. And God forbid Nintendo ever decides to introduce an achievement system, because it will be stunned by the ferocity of gamers eager to start using it, and its executives will be wondering why the hell didn't we do this sooner. But I digress. Technically, you can earn trophies on PC if you're using the PS Now streaming service, but that is a streamed PS4 being used, and in this video we're talking about games which are PC native. Although this does demonstrate Sony allowing people to earn trophies for a PSN profile without actually owning a PlayStation console. If you watch my other video about why it's bringing its PlayStation games to PC, the gaming market is expanding in new areas, in the PC market, in the mobile market. It is growing significantly in international markets. So what Sony is trying to do is better serve these audiences and include these audiences as well with PlayStation products. And what's most important to Sony is the user account, the PSN profile. This is because a person who is already using a PSN profile is most likely going to use Sony services, its digital stores, and purchase products in the future and be invested in buying games and content and subscriptions. And this is one of the reasons Microsoft has pushed so hard to have its Microsoft login used everywhere, from Hotmail to the Wordament puzzle game that was released on mobile to Minecraft on PS4. And to these big companies, it's the account that matters. This is what's valuable because it potentially means that the owner of it, the user of it, is a customer for life. So the PSN profile builds loyalty to the account and to the PlayStation brand, and this is what Sony wants. How would it work? Earning trophies on PlayStation games on PC would be quite straightforward. When running a PlayStation game, the player would also be logged into their PSN account, and he or she would be able to accrue trophies for their profile. So if they play, let's say, Days Gone on PC, then the player can earn trophies. It adds up on their PSN profile, and this would work as a separate trophy list from the console version, just like some games have a PS4 list and a PS5 list, which are both separate. So introducing trophies is a win-win both for the gamer and for for Sony. The only issue is that PCs are an open system, and it means that it can potentially be at risk of hacking. And this is something that Sony is going to be desperate to avoid because it needs to protect the integrity of the PSN profiles, the trophy list. So it has to ensure that the PC doesn't provide a backdoor to hacking trophies. Sony is expanding the PlayStation games it brings to PC. It's too good an opportunity to not utilise this to encourage growth of PSN profiles. So the question is not if trophies are coming to PlayStation games on PC. The question is when.